Okay, so Breaking of Kings started as a manga in 2017 with 12 volumes before coming a full-on anime in October 15, 2021. And let me tell you, this anime will get you in tears in 2 episodes. I recently found this video called The Anime That Broke Me in 2 Episodes, and boy did that title call for me. Knowing me, I love to cry to things in anime, especially to things that are relatable. Now, I do not relate to this anime, as those who have watched this show can definitely tell. But even though you can't relate, it gets you into tears. I will not spoil this anime for those who haven't watched anime. I haven't even finished it myself. But I will talk about the anime only going through the first 2 episodes. The show starts off with the first prince of the kingdom meeting a thief. The thief seems to be very rude to the young prince, but he doesn't seem to care, as the thief can somehow understand him, as he cannot speak as well as he has the inability to hear. Though the prince understands through lip reading, but he can also communicate through JSL, or Japanese Sign Language. Though the prince is happy about it, the thief doesn't really care and demands money. The young prince, later stated is named Boji, doesn't have any money but instead gives him his clothes, as his clothes are very expensive and therefore valuable. The thief orders Boji to come back tomorrow and do the same. Boji is happy to oblige, leaving Boji to come home day after day in his underwear, making the villagers laugh at his face as taking advantage of him not being able to speak or hear. They even state many times,
"He's an idiot. Deaf and a real waste of a prince. You really are pathetic."
One of these days, the thief, later known as Kage, follows him back to the castle, and we meet his stepmother, the justice minister, who's not that important, and the swords master, who also helps translate in JSL for Boji, so it's easier for him to understand what's going on. The step queen, per se, scolds him for going out underdressed and demands the thief to be captured and executed. Boji, the nice prince he is, tells her no and that he was just playing a game by himself. Of course, not a royal thing to do, so she scolds him again for such thing. When she leaves, the swords master tells that Boji is wanted in the king's bedroom. Before going there, Boji goes into his room to get dressed. While Kage is still spying, he finds Boji crying while he's getting dressed, realizing that Boji isn't as clueless as he seems. Then we finally meet the king. We find that he's very sick and doesn't have a lot of time left. The king tells Boji that he's weak, but that doesn't mean he can't grow stronger. He then orders the swords master to teach Boji. It is the last thing he says on screen before death. While that's going on, Kage finds himself lost only to meet the snake handler, who despises Kage's kind, part of the Shadow Clan, assassins essentially. Kage escapes from the snake handler's grasp and runs to find Boji, who is now training, which is where we meet Boji's brother, Daida, the second prince. Daida and the swords master fight with wooden swords. To say the least, the swords master was very impressed by his skills. Boji was very inspired and wanted to fight his brother. Because of Boji's weakness in having 0 strength, the word went around the castle very quickly and everyone came to see, even Kage when he found Boji. Everyone was surprised by Boji by his dodging skills. The swords master stopped the fighting and signed to him to fight back. Everyone, including the swords master, knew what was going to happen with the amount of strength Daida had. Daida didn't care about anything besides winning, so he was not hesitant to put Boji down. After the match, he was taken to his room and bandaged up. Of course, Kage followed. When the swords master leaves his room after saying his thoughts, Boji crawls out of bed and tries reaching for a real sword. failing to do so. Knowing how he's failed, he's crying, still trying. Kage announces to him that he's no longer taking anything from him. Instead, he's going to stand by his side and watch him become a great king, as Boji said he wants to become earlier. This series probably gives the best start I've ever seen. It made me cry. It made the Prout brothers cry. It is amazing. It made me tear up the same way as Silent Voice made me tear up, which is the best kind. The kind where you fully understand what the main character is going through, and you start to feel their pain. You can feel what they are feeling and it breaks you. I highly recommend this anime, and I can't wait to finish this. Thank you for watching. If you couldn't tell already, this is the first video of my channel. If you like this sort of content, hit that like and subscribe if you don't mind, and I'll see you next time. My name is Mixie, and I'm out. Bye!